So Colin Cummings is our product manager. He is at the virtual table currently, and I am the development manager and squad lead for our team. We had Long Pham, who is another developer, Cheyenne Hing, another developer, and then Taylor Schrader, who is co-hosting this presentation with me. Our tribe lead was Dr. Bowman, and our product manager was Bill Browning. So the problem with their current solution for scheduling was that people were calling in having phone calls and scheduling appointments that way, and it was a little too personal, a little out of the way. They didn't have a good way of putting that data into something that they could look at afterwards. And once they found options that they thought that they'd liked, those options didn't have the indexability or search function options that don't require them to re-enter preferences. So what we did was we built an app, and the app was built on the Google Flutter framework. And that app talks to the backend, which pulls doctors, locations, schedules, and operations from the backend, and submits appointments and user information and pushes that to the backend, so we can use it on our admin portal. It's cross-platform, so Flutter is great for iOS and Android development. So it would be just as easy as submitting it onto TestFlight, getting it approved, and there it's on our iPhone, and then running through some Android development processes and getting that on our phones, and bam, you have it on Android. So it made development pretty easy. These are the main 4 screens of the app. There are some more other than these, but these are the main ones. So you're gonna, right here, you choose why you're visiting. You can choose between cleaning, filling, emergency, and I think there's one more, but I can't think of it right now.
New patient, just
new
for
patient.
Time.
Thank you. And then you go to the calendar screen. You have an option to choose between the provider and the time and place. And if you don't choose any preferences on that screen, you can just go straight to this calendar, which will show you all the available appointments for whichever process you chose. So since we chose cleaning, we see that there's 2 available appointments for cleaning, and that's April 20th. And that was with Brad Alderman and Dr. Brad Alderman again, both at Lincoln Family Dentistry. So once you choose which appointment you would prefer, you go to the contact info. So you just put your name, your first name, your last name, your email, your phone, and then you can choose from a drop down that is has all of the available insurances that they provide, and then also we have an option to just select other and then input whatever insurance you have, and then you just submit to the end user license agreement, and then you're all done. You have your appointments created, and then you can go to our admin portal and see the appointment actually in the back end. And I'll leave it over to Taylor to explain that to you guys.
Could you push to the next slide? Okay, so like Chris said, we built an admin portal as well. This one is just hosted on whatever web browser the user prefers. We use React's Redux for that. And the admin portal is for communicating with the backend and putting all of the administrative stuff in an easy to find place for the providers and front desk people to help schedule appointments and accept appointments and get put up new appointments that people can see on the app. It manages all the patients. It manages the location information for providers. That's one thing that we worked on this semester a lot is previously they had providers only able to work at one location. We added functionality so that doctors could work at multiple locations across the city. as well as manages the services and the appointments. And it's hosted on Amazon Simple Storage Service, or Amazon S3. So here's a photo of what the calendar looks like. As you can see, so we have day, week, and month view there on the right side, the top right. Currently, we're on the day view, and it lists all the providers at first, but then you can simplify it and filter it so that you can search by a single provider, or you can search by a location and only see providers at that location. And as you can see, we have 2 appointments here available for scheduling. So you would just click on those and give you some more information. And then you could add another event. So you could add a filling for tomorrow for a specific provider and whatnot.
And also under those individual cells, you can click on it to delete the event as well.
Yep.
Which we added this during our time too. So.
And here's a broader look at one of the other pages. As you can see on the left side there, you have dashboard, calendar, patient, staff, and settings. This is a look at the settings page. This is where you would change your business information, change the locations that your business has. Part of their goal with this is not for it just to be used with Nebraska Family Dentistry, but to be used for other dental offices and other services around the nation eventually. And so this locations would be able to give you the opportunity to manage the specific locations that your business has, as well as the My Account, and then the services that your business provides. And then that insurances page is where you would input the insurances that your business accepts, and that would fill into the drop-down list that users can select on the app. And then here's a picture of one of our tables for the admin portal. The staff page will look very similar, and same with the appointments. But here's a list of the patients. As you can see in the top right, we added so you can search on it. Previously, it was just a long list of data. So this looks a little bit nicer. And we moved all the tables over to this, so it's a little bit better overall.
You can also sort by ascending and descending upon every individual element. So like the cells in the table, you can ascend it or descend it. So it makes organizing way easier. So
our backend was built with Node.js and Express. And this is our main connecting piece between the front end and between the app, and the admin portal. And it's hosted with Amazon Web Services, and this handles appointment management, the patient creation and deactivation, as well as providers and getting data for the admin portal. And for Amazon Web Services, a nice thing is they have some integrated stuff you can add onto it. So specifically, we use Cognito, RDS, Elastic Beanstalk, S3, like I mentioned before, and CloudFront. And this just gives us some flexibility with being able to upload new backends, update Amazon Web Services, add new logins, and manage and see statistics about it. And then for the value and the highlights, a big part of what we added this semester, or year rather, was the searchable tables. Like I said before, they're kind of just a long list of information. So a big thing with getting was to get those to be easier for the people at the front desk to use and handle, as well as there was no searching in the old ones. And then updating the app so that people could schedule on it. And then making it so that it can be easily expanded to other locations and practices. Like I said, in the future, eventually they want this to be able to go to different dentistry offices and different services around the country. And that's our presentation for Nebraska Family Dentistry with the Schedule Assist. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any questions, I don't know if we have a couple minutes, otherwise you can stop into our table. We'll be there after this.
Congratulations, guys, on a successful year.
Thank you, Bill.
questions, or if you guys want to see an actual demo of the product or anything, we'll be at the table right after this.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.